On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Featureless.
Lacking distinctive qualities, characteristics, or features, plain, unremarkable, or nondescript.
Examples:
Featureless landscape. Featureless interior. The wall was featureless, with no patterns or designs to break up its dullness.
Disc.
A flat, circular plate, typically made of metal, glass, or plastic, used for storing data or playing music.
Examples:
Disk drive. Disk space. The computer's hard disk was full, so she had to delete some files.
Hover.
To stay in one place in the air.
Examples:
Hover between life and death. Hover around the table. Two birds were hovering overhead.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples:
Ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Physics.
The science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Examples:
Nuclear physics. Laws of physics. He studied the physics of radiation.
Skeptical.
Doubting that something is accurate or useful.
Examples:
A skeptical attitude. Skeptical scientists. His religious and philosophical beliefs were utterly skeptical.
Saucer.
A small, shallow dish with a slightly raised edge or rim used for holding a cup or as a decorative object. A flying object that is often associated with UFO sightings.
Examples:
Tea saucer. Flying saucer. She sipped her tea from a delicate saucer.
Sight.
The ability to see anything that is seen.
Examples:
An unexpected sight. Dull sight. Many famous sites are within walking distance.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Alien.
A person who comes from a different country, race, or group, a form of life assumed to exist outside the Earth or its atmosphere.
Examples:
Alien fungi. Resident aliens. Alien species have drastically altered the ecosystem in this area.
Spacecraft.
A vehicle designed to travel through space, typically carrying astronauts or scientific instruments.
Examples:
Spacecraft launch. Alien spacecraft. The human crewed spacecraft successfully landed on the Moon, fulfilling its mission.
Misinterpret.
To understand or explain something in the wrong way.
Examples:
Misinterpret the purpose. Misinterpret the data. He misinterpreted her statement and got the wrong idea.
Flit.
To move quickly and lightly from place to place, often without purpose or direction. To flutter or dart quickly, like a bird or insect.
Examples:
Flit away into the darkness. Flit from place to place. The butterfly would flit from flower to flower, collecting nectar.
Cosmos.
Another name for the universe, mainly used when it is thought of as an ordered system.
Examples:
Exploration of cosmos. Origin of the cosmos. Supercomputers enable scientists to create computational models of the cosmos.
Puzzle.
A situation that is difficult to follow or solve, a game, problem, or toy that tests a person's ingenuity or knowledge. Verb, to cause someone to feel confused because of something difficult to understand.
Examples:
Crossword puzzle. Mathematical puzzle. This jigsaw puzzle is challenging because there are no pictures.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Discipline.
The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using and punishments if these are broken, a region of activity, knowledge, or influence.
Examples:
Break discipline. Rigid discipline. He quickly learned the military discipline.
Consensus.
General agreement or accord in the judgment or opinion reached by a group as a whole.
Examples:
A public consensus. Consensus among scientists. The two parties have reached a consensus.
Frank.
honest and sincere, open and candid in expression.
Examples:
Frank and open discussion. Make a frank apology. Full involvement means frank and prompt responses.
Observation:
The act or activity of carefully examining or monitoring something or someone.
Examples:
Class observation day. Observation instrument. In the hospital, she will remain under constant observation.
Puzzling:
Confusing or difficult to understand, mysterious.
Examples:
Puzzling behavior. Puzzling questions. The detective found the clues puzzling and couldn't solve the case immediately.
Universe:
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Represent:
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Midnight:
The middle point of the night, usually defined as 12 a.m. or the start of a new day.
Examples:
Midnight snack. Midnight shift. I stayed up until midnight watching my favorite movie.
Extraterrestrial:
Relating to or existing outside of the Earth's atmosphere or planetary boundaries, pertaining to beings or phenomena that originate from beyond the Earth.
Examples:
Extraterrestrial planet. Extraterrestrial intelligence. Scientists are constantly searching for signs of extraterrestrial life in the universe.
Develop:
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Advance:
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Technological:
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Wormhole.
A hypothetical tunnel or passage through space and time, permitting quicker travel across vast distances than would normally be possible.
Examples:
Quantum wormhole. Traversable wormhole. The theory of wormholes suggests they would create a shortcut between 2 points in space-time.
Warp.
To twist or bend out of shape, especially as a result of being heated, to distort or twist the meaning or sense of something.
Examples:
Warp under pressure. Become warped. The ship's hull was warped from years of use in rough seas.
Extrapolation.
The act of estimating or inferring something based on known information or data, often beyond the range of the available information or data, a projection or projection of trends or patterns into the future.
Examples:
Extrapolation method. Statistical extrapolation. The extrapolation error led to inaccuracies in the economic forecasting model.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Replicate.
To make an exact copy of something, to repeat a process or experiment to confirm the results.
Examples:
Replicate the cell. Replicate data. The experiment was replicated several times to ensure accuracy.
Probe.
A tool used for testing or examining, especially for medical or scientific purposes, or an exploratory mission to a planet or other celestial body. Verb, to investigate, examine, or search into something.
Examples:
A lunar probe. Probe for inside information. NASA sent a probe to study the atmosphere of Jupiter.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Galaxy.
An independent group of stars, interstellar gas, dark matter, etc., in the universe, bound together by gravity.
Examples:
Elliptic galaxy. A galaxy of famous actors. The Milky Way galaxy has numerous water-bearing planets.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Colon.
The punctuation mark, used to introduce a list, summary, explanation, etc., or before reporting what someone has said, a significant part of the large intestine, the final section of the digestive system.
Examples:
Colon examination. The colon at the end of the sentence. Consumption of vegetables may aid in the prevention of colon cancer.
Intergalactic.
Existing or occurring between different galaxies, equals an independent group of stars.
Examples:
Intergalactic travel. Intergalactic matter. The intergalactic spaceship traveled to distant planets.
Colonize.
To establish a colony in or on a specific place, to settle or occupy in large numbers.
Examples:
Colonize planets. Colonize for cultivation. European powers colonized much of the Americas in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Far-fetched.
Of an idea or story, so exaggerated or ludicrous as to be very difficult to believe.
Examples:
Far-fetched idea. Far-fetched expressions. Though his plan sounded far-fetched at first, he realized it anyway.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Recognizable.
Easy to become aware of or identify.
Examples:
To a recognizable degree. Recognizable landmark. His car was easily recognizable in the parking lot.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Sunlight.
The light emitted by the sun, the rays of the sun.
Examples:
A glare of sunlight. Indirect sunlight. Radiation from sunlight has a different wavelength.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples:
Collaborate with the police. Collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Trillion.
The number 1 trillion, a million million.
Examples:
Trillion cubic feet. Many trillions of dollars. 1 light year is nearly 6 trillion miles.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc., that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
A picture frame. The frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Barrier.
A fence or other obstruction that makes it hard to move or get in, any condition that makes it difficult to make progress or to achieve an objective.
Examples:
Cost barrier. Information barrier. The police placed a barrier across the street to halt traffic.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Habitable.
Able to be lived in, suitable or fit for living in, providing sufficient conditions for survival and well-being.
Examples:
Habitable planet. Habitable space. The astronauts discovered a potentially habitable planet in the neighboring galaxy.
Terrestrial.
Of or relating to the earth, relating to or inhabiting the land or the ground as opposed to the sea or air.
Examples:
Terrestrial planets. Terrestrial heat. Terrestrial longitude is measured in degrees east or west of the prime meridian.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Astronomer.
A physicist who studies astronomy.
Examples:
Amateur astronomer. Solar astronomer. This question has fascinated solar astronomers for decades.
Confirm.
To support or establish the truth or certainty of something previously believed or suspected to be the case.
Examples:
Confirm the diagnosis. Confirm a transaction. Please write to confirm your reservation.
Breakthrough.
A sudden, dramatic, and important discovery or development that helps to improve a situation or provide an answer to a problem.
Examples:
Breakthrough in the negotiations. Breakthrough discovery. A technique called deep learning has led to breakthroughs in AI.
Fry.
To cook food, especially meat or fish, in hot fat or oil.
Examples:
Fry an egg. Fry over low heat. She devoted herself to frying the chicken in a pan until it was crispy and golden brown.
Amino.
Compounds and functional groups that contain a basic nitrogen atom with a lone pair, an H2, that combine to make protein.
Examples:
Amino compound. Amino acid. This company was granted a patent for its amino resin manufacturing process.
Acid.
Sour, water-soluble chemicals with a sour flavor, any of a variety of generally liquid compounds capable of reacting with and occasionally dissolving other materials.
Examples:
An acid reaction. Good source of essential amino acids. During pregnancy, the stomach generates less acid than usual.
Comet.
A celestial object consisting of a nucleus of ice and dust that goes around the sun.
Examples:
The surface of the comet. Comet Halley. The comet's bright tail could be seen in the night sky.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Organic.
Pertaining to or derived from biological substance, producing plants and animals for food and other items without the use of synthetic chemicals.
Examples:
Organic soils. Eat organic food. Kidney is an organic component of the body.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Small molecules. Molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Interstellar.
Relating to or located in the space between stars.
Examples:
Interstellar communication. Interstellar space. The interstellar medium comprises gas, dust, and cosmic rays that fill the space between stars.
Exoplanet.
A planet that orbits a star outside of the solar system.
Examples:
The closest exoplanet to Earth. Exoplanet mission. The exoplanet Kepler-186f is located 500 light-years from Earth and is believed to be habitable.
Ingredient.
One of the things used to make something, especially one of the foods used to make a particular dish.
Examples.
Secret ingredients. Compound the ingredients. Greed is the primary ingredient in the making of criminals.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples.
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Presumably.
Believed to be true or likely based on the available evidence, or supposed to be the case without definite proof.
Examples.
Presumably accurate. Presumably refuse the offer. The witness's testimony was presumably based on what he had seen and heard.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples.
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Cooperate.
To work together with one or more people or organizations to achieve a goal.
Examples.
Cooperate with one another. Cooperate closely in various ways. The team had to cooperate to complete the project on time.
Octopus.
A sea creature with a soft round body and 8 long tentacles, equals long parts like arms.
Examples.
Giant octopus. Venomous octopus. He experienced nausea after eating live octopus.
Captivity.
The situation in which a person or animal is kept in prison or a space that they cannot escape from.
Examples.
Escape from captivity. Animals in captivity in the zoo. Pandas rarely breed in captivity.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples.
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Raven.
A large, glossy black bird that is a species of a crow, a person with jet black hair, sometimes used as an adjective to describe such hair.
Examples.
Raven feather. Raven in flight. The raven's distinctive croaking call echoed through the forest.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples.
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Contemplate.
To think about a possible future action, or to think about something for a long time thoughtfully.
Examples:
Contemplate a marriage. Contemplated leaving school. I recently contemplated dropping out of school and getting a full-time job.
Implement.
To put a decision, plan, or system into effect.
Examples:
Implement a corporate strategy. Implement security measures. The government promised to implement a new system to control the financial crisis.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Hostile.
Unfriendly or aggressively opposed.
Examples:
Take up a hostile attitude. Hostile environment. The hostile takeover of the company was met with resistance from the employees.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
Silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples.
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Definition.
A concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples.
A precise definition. The definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Infer.
To form an opinion or conclude that something is true based on existing facts.
Examples.
Infer quality from price. Infer the possibility. Animal desire and preference are always inferred from their behavior.
Cosmic.
Relating to the universe or cosmos, vast or limitless.
Examples.
Second cosmic velocity. Cosmic background radiation. Cosmic rays are high-energy particles that originate from outside the solar system.
Preserve.
To keep or maintain a particular quality, feature, etc., especially to prevent it from decaying, being damaged, or being destroyed.
Examples.
Preserve my strength. Preserve a country's heritage. They worked hard to preserve the nature of their native lands.
Simulate.
To make a pretense of someone's behavior or looks, to reproduce something that exists in real life using computers, models, etc., usually for study or training purposes.
Examples.
Simulate climate change. Simulate a future scenario. He had painted the wood to simulate stone.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples.
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples.
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples.
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples.
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Doubt.
A feeling of being uncertain about something, especially about how good or accurate it is.
Examples:
Dispel doubts. No doubt about the news. Doubt is the start, not the end, of intelligence.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Plausible.
Seeming reasonable or likely to be true, and therefore convincing.
Examples:
Plausible explanation. A plausible liar. She could find no plausible explanation for its failure. Context. The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision. Peter. To fail or lose power, efficiency, or value gradually before coming to an end.
Examples:
Eventually peter out. Begin to peter out. The music just petered out. Ward. A room in a hospital for patients requiring special care.
Examples:
A children's ward. Ward nurse. The patient was moved to the intensive care ward for further treatment. Don. A Spanish gentleman, a university lecturer, especially a senior member of a college at Oxford or Cambridge.
Examples:
The Don of the University. Don Giovanni. He could never go against what Don Carlos said. Propose. To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship. Estimate. To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something. Examples: Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion. Geophysical. Relating to the physical characteristics and processes of the Earth and its surrounding atmospheres, such as geology, meteorology, and oceanography. Examples: Geophysical exploration. Geophysical data. Geophysical surveys study the physical characteristics of the Earth's surface and subsurface. Simplify. To make something more straightforward, more understandable, or easier to do.
Examples:
Simplify my life. Simplify the process. Please simplify your explanation for the children.
Sophisticated.
Having a great deal of worldly experience and knowledge of people's behavior, culture, and fashion.
Examples:
Sophisticated look. A sophisticated lifestyle. Marketing strategies are growing more sophisticated.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Inhabitant.
A person or an animal that lives in a particular place.
Examples:
The early inhabitants of Europe. Inhabitant tax. His family is the oldest inhabitant of the island.
Clement.
Mild, merciful, or forgiving in temperament or actions, lenient.
Examples:
Clement weather. Clement response. The teacher's clement demeanor helped ease the students' nerves before the exam.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Stability.
The quality or attribute of being firm and steadfast.
Examples:
Stability pact. Fiscal stability pact. The policy should increase the country's monetary stability.
Astronomical.
Relating to astronomy or the study of celestial bodies and phenomena, very large or immense in scale or magnitude.
Examples:
Astronomical observation. Astronomical numbers. The cost of the new equipment was astronomical and beyond the company's budget.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Hint.
An indirect suggestion, a slight but appreciable amount of something.
Examples:
Hint of trouble. Helpful hints. There was no hint of a problem.
Prevailing.
Most frequent, widespread, or currently dominant, usually referring to a particular opinion, attitude, or trend.
Examples:
Prevailing wind. Prevailing trend. The prevailing opinion was that the project would be a success.
Mar.
To damage or spoil the appearance or surface of something.
Examples:
Mar a proper relationship. Mar the reputation. The scratches on the car marred its otherwise perfect appearance.
Outcome:
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Permit.
To allow for something to happen or be done. Noun, the act of giving a formal, usually written, authorization.
Examples:
Permit application. Work permit. The teacher will not permit any students to leave the classroom early.
Stable.
Firm and steady, not easily moved, disturbed, or changed.
Examples:
In stable condition. Have a stable job. Relations between the two countries have been relatively stable due to the summit meeting.
Axis.
A real or imaginary straight line through a body or figure around which the object turns, a group of countries in special alliance.
Examples:
Vertical axis. A coordinate axis. The Earth's axis of rotation is tilted 66.5 degrees to the ecliptic plane.
Tilt.
To incline or bend from a vertical position. Noun, the act of inclining or the state of being inclined or leaning to one side.
Examples:
On the tilt. Tilt a chair. She tilted her head to the side, indicating she was listening.
Rotation.
The action or process of moving in a circle around an axis or center.
Examples:
Job rotation. A period of rotation. The rotation of the Earth causes day and night.
Moderate.
Being within reasonable limits, not excessive or extreme.
Examples:
Moderate growth. Moderate risk. He had a moderate understanding of the topic but needed further research.
Spin.
To cause something to rotate rapidly, to cause someone to feel dizzy or disoriented.
Examples:
Spin a top. Spin thread out of cotton. The tornado is spinning across the countryside, destroying everything in its path.
Wander.
To walk around slowly or to a place, often without any clear purpose or direction.
Examples:
Wander alone in a strange country. Wander far from home. I often wander around the park for half an hour.
Chaotic.
Without any order or organization, extremely disorganized, unpredictable, and confusing.
Examples:
The chaotic economic situation. Chaotic theory. Change is also occurring in Turkey as a result of chaotic reform.
Episode:
A happening or story that is distinctive in a series of related events, an abrupt short period during which someone suffers from the effects of a physical or mental illness.
Examples:
End of the first episode. Episode of vertigo. I want to put that episode of my life behind me.
Instance:
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Unlikely.
Not probable or likely to happen.
Examples:
Unlikely event. It is unlikely that he would win the game. The passage of the bill is unlikely.
Multicellular.
Characterized by the presence of multiple or many cells, as opposed to unicellular, having only one cell.
Examples:
Multicellular tissues. Multicellular life. Multicellular organisms are composed of many specialized cells working together.
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
Have genetic testing. A genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Settle.
To reach an agreement of disagreement.
Examples:
Settle a dispute. Settle down in the town. I don't want to settle for second best.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Illustration.
A picture or diagram in a book, magazine, or newspaper that is used to explain or decorate the text, the act or process of explaining something.
Examples:
educational illustration, illustration artist. The illustration in the book helped me understand the concept better.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Navigate.
To plan and direct the way that a ship, plane, etc. will travel, often by using a map.
Examples:
navigate the Pacific. Navigate through a document. Our knowledge helps navigate our clients successfully.
Benign.
Kind and gentle, not harmful or malicious.
Examples:
benign tumor. A benign smile. The lump was discovered to be benign, and no further treatment was needed.
Eon.
Also aeon, an indefinite long period of time, the longest division of geological timescale.
Examples:
a geological eon. Over the eons. I heard that fairy tale eons ago.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
a technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Abstract.
Based on general ideas, feelings, or qualities and not on any of physical or concrete existence.
Examples:
an abstract noun. Abstract science. The invention of the camera triggered the development of abstract painting.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Grammar.
The set of structural constraints on speakers or writers' composition of clauses, phrases, and words.
Examples:
grammar checker. Latin grammar. Mastering grammar takes a lot of time for those learning a foreign language.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Inflict.
To cause harm, injury, or suffering to someone or something.
Examples:
inflict a heavier tax. Inflict a hard blow. The storm inflicted significant damage on the town.
Blast.
Explosion, or a strong current of air, usually caused by an explosion, a sudden, thunderous noise.
Examples:
A blast of wind. An icy blast. The blast shattered the laboratory equipment.
Flare.
To burn brightly with a sudden, intense burst of flame or light. Noun, a sudden and brief burst of bright flame or light, a sudden and intense burst of radiation from the sun's surface.
Examples:
Flare up into a major crisis. The flare of a match. The sun flared and caused a sudden brightening in the sky.
Visible.
Capable of being seen or open to easy view.
Examples:
Visible stars. Visible by X-ray. My home is easily visible from the shore.
Terror.
Intense fear, a state of intense fear or alarm.
Examples:
Terror attack. Terror group. The bomb blast spread terror among the people.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Trek.
A long and difficult journey, typically on foot.
Examples:
Horseback trek. Trek expedition. He was preparing for a long trek through the mountains.
Forbidden.
Not permitted or allowed by rules or laws.
Examples:
Forbidden words. Forbidden love. Taking photographs inside the museum is forbidden.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly. Slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Wistful.
Expressing a feeling of vague, sad, or inconsolable longing.
Examples:
In a wistful mood. Wistful feeling. He had a wistful look in his eyes as he remembered the past.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Destiny.
The events that will inevitably happen to a particular person or thing in the future.
Examples.
Foreordained destiny. Destiny of the individual. It is said that our destiny is written in the stars.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples.
Appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples.
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples.
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples.
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.